Hey guys, it's your boy John Hayes. I'm back. Today I'm going to do one of my favorite side dishes. It's a green bean dish. In Chinese, it's Sichuan de, which is basically Sichuan green beans. If you've ever been to a Chinese restaurant, you've probably seen it on the menu, and it's probably called Sichuan Green Beans. But, you know, all it really is a stir-fried green bean dish with hot peppers. If you go to an authentic Chinese restaurant, they have what they call ma, which is the Sichuan Peppercorn in there, which is a numbing. It's going to be really nummy and hot. So I'm going to do this dish. Basically, the ingredients are Chinese hot oil, garlic, green beans, and Sichuan peppercorns. So there's 4 ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and parboil or blanch my green beans so that they're not super crunchy still. I want them to have a little bit of bite, but I don't want them to be like soggy when they're done sauteing. And if you try to stir fry them and cook them all the way through, you end up scorching or burning some other stuff. So I like to parboil them real quick just so that they're halfway cooked already, so that I can go ahead and just saute really fast. As you can see, I used a lot of garlic. I like a lot of garlic. If you're not a garlic fan, only use 1 or 2 cloves. If you're a big fan of garlic, use as much as you want to. But let's get into it, man. As you can see, we're almost to a boil with the water. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt in there so that we can season up the water. We're at a light boil. I'm going to go ahead and add in the green beans. I have about a pound and a half of green beans I'm going to be using. And big shout out to my Aunt Priscilla, who gave me these green beans fresh from her garden. Now, if you don't have a garden or you don't know anyone that does, but you want to have some green beans, by all means, you can go ahead and go to the grocery store, pick some out fresh, or buy the pre-bagged in the produce section. I don't think you can tell, but I went ahead and picked the ends off of all the green beans. It's a good idea to do that because a lot of times the green beans can be a little bit stringy where they connect. So you want to pick the ends, and if the string comes off with it, it's a good thing because it means that it's not tender. So you want to go ahead and get that out as quickly as possible so that you're not chewing on it when you're eating. Alright, the green beans have been blanching for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and drain them carefully. You guys might be wondering why I always use my non-stick skillet. There's a couple reasons. 1, it requires less oil, and 2, most people have a non-stick skillet. I just want to show everybody that you can do it. You don't have to have a wok. You can make Chinese food without a wok. All you need is a skillet and you're good to go. I'm going to use some of my non-stick spray. I'm going to use the olive oil spray because, again, there's going to be so much flavoring in there, you're not even going to be able to tell that there was olive oil spray in there. I'm going to add the ma and try to toast that up a little bit. And you might be wondering where you can get this at. You can get it offline. You can get it at any Asian store. So if you have an Asian store or an Indian store, they generally carry it there also. Okay, that's pretty fragrant. I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic now. Or at least, I don't use all of my garlic. I leave a little bit so I can add more towards the end. Alright, at this point guys, I'm going to add in my hot oil. And I got this recipe from Strictly Dumpling. His name is Mike Chen. He has a YouTube channel, Strictly Dumpling. I'll link his video for this hot oil in my description box. So feel free to go ahead and download that or view it. It's a great recipe. It's really easy. So I'm going to warn you, you might think that you can handle spice, but this hot oil is super hot. So take my word for it and go light on it at first. That was 1 tablespoon of hot oil. I'm going to go ahead and add in my green beans now. And any of the excess water that was in there. I might add just a little bit more water since I'm not adding any more oil. And I'm going to add salt. I'm not using any soy sauce. It's just going to be salt, hot oil, and garlic that's going to season this, and the Sichuan peppercorn. So I'm going to add in a pinch of more of the garlic. When you go to a Chinese restaurant, this will be kind of saucy. I don't really want mine to be saucy. I like it dry. Because with that sauce, there's a lot of hot oil, and oil is oil, and oil is a fat, and that's 9 calories per gram of fat. So you're talking a pretty good amount of fat just in the excess oil if it's got a sauce to it, which I'm trying to avoid. Alright, at this point, I'm going to add in half a tablespoon of sesame oil just for the fragrance and the sheen. Alright, and this is finished. I'm going to go ahead and plate it up. Alright. And there you have it, guys. Sichuan style green beans. Hey guys, I hope you enjoy the Sichuan style green beans. I really enjoy it. Like I said, you can add a little bit more hot oil if you want to. It's all depending on your taste. So give it a shot. Alter the recipe as you want to. If you want your green beans a little bit more al dente or a little bit softer, parboil them a little bit less or a little bit more, again depending on your taste and your desire. This is a little bit lighter of a recipe than the true Sichuan style green beans. So again, if you want to try the authentic version, go to a real Chinese restaurant, and if they have it spelled SZ, it's probably not going to be authentic. If it's spelled SICHUAN, it'll probably be more authentic. So give it a shot. Also, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can keep track of whenever I post a new video. And again, until next time, we're out.